Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Diego here in the Panhandle of Florida, near Pensacola, north of Navarre Beach, and it's October the 25th, 2023. And it's got 72 degrees on the thermometer, so it's nice and warm and perfect weather, and it's the perfect time for a live stream. Once again, I'm here to give you free information, free stuff on how to get your K1 visa processed with minimal stress and minimal cost. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's hanging in there and not stressing this process. Okay, now, next month, Tuesday, I'm flying to Colombia. This Tuesday, I'm flying to Colombia, October 31st, Halloween. I'm flying to Colombia and I'll be with Karina, and she's in Bogota, Colombia, watching us right now. She's happy as a clam that I will be with her in less than a week. And Janiela James says, "Hi, Diego. What's going on, Janiela?" And Ivy Shiloh, "Hi, Diego. How is Karina?" Karina's good. She was sick for a few days. Totally wiped out. But now she's good. Mr. Najas, good evening, Diego. My friend Mr. Najas. And Ivy says, "Is Karina feeling better?" She's feeling better, Ivy. Thank you. She was sick for like 3 or 4 days. It was horrible. She couldn't even talk. But she's good now. Susie Galdamez. "Hello, Diego. What's going on, Susie?" And Teja Sweeney. "Hi, Diego." Now, Teja Sweeney, I know that you did call your beneficiary up and you did say you guys are engaged, right? You guys make sure you're engaged. Don't you have a visa interview coming up very soon? Adolfo Sanchez. Hello. What's going on, Adolfo? How are you? ¿Cómo estás? I got a couple of these candies here. These are like truffles. And they're good. I tell you. I just ate dinner with my brother and I just told him I'm fixing to fly to Colombia. I don't, I let him know I'll be out of the country for a little while. So I ate Mexican food, and I bought him dinner. Okay, I bought my brother dinner tonight, and so he's happy for Karina and I also. Jonathan Linda, who is going to give candy out on Halloween when you're gone? Well, my friend's going to house sit, but I've got a bag full of candy that I'm going to give away at Miami International Airport. Okay, I've got a bag of candy that I'm going to give away at Pensacola International Airport. So I will be giving away candy to the kids in the airport who, if they happen to have the misfortune of having to fly on Halloween. Let's see here. Teja Sweeney, if we did not get engaged, can we say we are getting married directly? Will that be a problem? Teja Sweeney, you are engaged to be married, and that's the end of it. Okay? If immigration asks you, are you engaged? Yes, you're engaged. You just didn't have a big ceremony. You didn't have a party, but you are engaged. End of story. But that's the end of it. Adam, hey Diego, I'm reading online that you don't need the bank letter if the sponsor makes enough money and sends tax transcripts. My situation is the co-sponsor, but not main sponsor. Do they need bank letter? Okay, Adam, get the letter from the bank or the 12 months worth of bank statements. Let the immigration officer decide whether he or she needs it, not you, not the person on Facebook telling you this stuff. The immigration officer will make that decision. Bring the bank letter or the 12 months worth of bank statements. If the immigration officer doesn't need them, then he won't ask for them. But if you don't bring that documentation with you, guess what's going to happen? Murphy's Law is going to kick in. The immigration officer is going to ask for it, and you won't have it. Oh, I don't have it. I got to get it. Okay, guess what? You go into our 221G administrative hold while you get it. So just bring everything that I tell you to bring and give to the immigration officer what he asked for, or she. And then you're covered, right? Rui Rural Willis. Hello, good people. Greetings from Nairobi, Kenya. Nairobi. Beautiful Nairobi, the land of the, what are those folks that live in Nairobi? They're very tall. The Maasai, right? Don't the Maasai live in Kenya? Kenneth Valles. Hi, Diego. I hope you're doing well. I checked today, my fiance, and case, as we got case approved. That's good. NOA 1 dated the 3rd of January 2023. Now we just have to wait for the NOA 2 MVC letter. Well, if they've approved your K1 visa, then you're just waiting for the NOA 2 letter. Arsenal forever. Diego, message to U.S. consulate in Mumbai multiple times, still have not replied. Messaged MVC. They said the file has been sent to the embassy. Please help. Well, it's not an embassy. It's a consulate. And if the MVC told you that Mumbai has your K1 visa package, then they have it, and you just got to wait for whenever the consulate gets unbusy, they will contact you. Okay, relax. The consular officers, the immigration folks in Mumbai, India. Now, Mumbai is on the coast, right on the coastline. Okay, so the immigration officers, they can go to the beach. They're happy campers, so they will get to your case when they get unbusy. Rui Willis, those people whose K1 is denied, are they usually given the reasons why and can they appeal? Sure. If your K1 visa gets denied, congressional law requires they tell you why. The law says this is why. They got to tell you the reason. And if you want to appeal it, you can spend the money and appeal it if you want. But first, you want to check the reason why it was denied. If it was denied because you don't qualify for the benefit, then there's no point in appealing it because you're not going to pass the appeal. You got to qualify for the benefit. Okay. Kamal 1, good evening. Diego from Boston, Massachusetts. We're glad you're here with us, okay? Teja Sweeney, do the chat video calls and call history need to be in color or black and white? Black and white's good. And what you need to do is make a phone call, make a chat with your beneficiary and say, happy engagement, and then print that. That's an engagement. Teja Sweeney, the pictures together are in color, but call history and chats, do they need to be in color? No, they can be in black and white. Momo Cole, when your case is ready, how long do you have to apply for the K1 visa? Well, you got to wait, Momo Cole, Momo. You have to wait for the U.S. Embassy or consulate to send you an email with directions. That is called the Packet 3, Packet 4 email. When you get the email from the consulate or the embassy saying, okay, we're ready for you. Now this is what you got to do. That's when you apply for the K1 visa. What I would do is send an email to the embassy or the consulate and say, hey, I'm checking in. This is Momo. This is my case number. I got ready status. This is my beneficiary's date of birth, name, full name, passport number. What do I do? And more than likely, they'll email you back the directions. Adam, my fiance got a bank letter, but it doesn't show how much was deposited in the last year, but it shows an average income and an average monthly deposit. Is that okay? That's perfectly fine. That's good. That's good. Marvel Campbell. Hey, Diego. Marvel, what's going on? My NOA 2 is dated September 26th, 2023. Received on October 4th. Received my key. Okay, so that email. Basically, it's just saying that your K1 visa went on an airplane and it's going to Jamaica. Okay, it's going to the embassy in Jamaica. So not much longer. Where do you go from here? Now you're going to wait for the ready status from the embassy in Jamaica, and then they will send you an email with a list of instructions on what to do and how to process your K1 visa. Then you're going to fill out the DS-160. Then you're going to pay the visa fee. Then you're going to schedule the visa interview. You're going to schedule the biometrics. And that's it. And the medical exam. Miguel, hi Diego, hi Miguel, ¿cómo estás? What is going on? Now everybody, Karina, she's watching us from our apartment in Bogota, Colombia. Now next Tuesday, I will be in Bogota, Colombia. Tuesday morning, around 8 o'clock in the morning Central Time, I'll do a live stream so you guys know that what's going on, that I'm fixing to head out. All right. And then Wednesday night, when I am in Colombia, if my internet works in Bogota, which I'm sure it does, but if it works and it's good and my laptop and everything connects, I'll do a live stream from Bogota, Colombia. Okay, guys? So I'm not going to abandon you. Marvel Campbell, thanks, Diego. No problem, Marvel. You understand this process, right? You understand what's going on with your K1 visa. It goes, you get the email, the K, it's the KTF, whatever it is, the KP email. It's just saying that your information is being put on a plane to Jamaica. Let me see. Rue Willis, do you pay for the visa and the biometrics separately, or biometrics is free once you pay the visa fee? I don't remember. I paid the visa fee, and then I scheduled the biometrics. So I'll find out when our biometrics. Karina has her biometrics uh, exam on November 9th, I believe it is. November 8th, November 9th, somewhere in there. And if I'll let you guys know on a live stream. I got a feeling I'm going to have to pay for it in person at the office in Bogota. I know I paid the visa fee of $265 for Karina, but I didn't pay for a biometrics. So I got a feeling that's going to be a separate bill, because I didn't pay for the biometrics when I paid the visa fee. I just paid the visa fee on my credit card. So I'm pretty sure that I will be getting a bill for biometrics when we go to the office to do it. Marvel Campbell, with your help. Yeah, I'm here for you, Marvel. I'm going to help you. I'm here for you. Will, our case was just approved today. To our visa aprobado. I'm the beneficiary. What do I need? What should I do now? Now you wait. You wait for your sponsor to get the packet 3, packet 4 email from the embassy. All right. Just wait. Relax. Susie Goldemas. Diego, does the fee for $265 can pay together or separately for my fiance and his daughter? Please advise. Okay, Karina has a son, so we filled out a DS-160 for her. Then we filled out the DS-160 for her son, printed 2 confirmation pages. Then, once I had the confirmation numbers from the DS-160s, I went in and paid the visa fee for Karina, $265, and I paid the visa fee for her son. And they added the totals together. So $265 plus $265. They added the total together, and they billed me in one lump sum. So what's that? What's 265 and 265? What's that? $500 something, right? Man, I just ate a big Mexican dinner, so my brain's not working so fast. I need a siesta. So 265 times 2 is what's that? 265 times 2. They billed me $530. So I paid for Karina's K1. I paid for her son's K2, and they billed my credit card $530. And then I got a receipt in my email from the embassy saying, "Muchas gracias, thank you for paying the bill." And I printed that because you got to prove that you paid for the visas when you go to the embassy interview. So it's paid in one lump sum, Susie. I paid it in one lump sum. I looked at my credit card bill and it said $530. Blaze Gregorio. Hello, friend. Me and my fiance got married almost a week now, and we're going to Social Security office in 3 days to get her Social Security number and change her last name. Well, congratulations, Blaze. Now, don't forget, when you go to the Social Security office, bring your I-94 form, make a copy of the K-1 visa from the passport, bring her passport, bring your passport, bring the marriage certificate to prove you guys got married. Those are the documents you're going to need for the Social Security number. And then you ask me this question: do you think she can get a job after she gets her Social Security number? No, she has to wait for her green card. Social Security number doesn't give you permission to work. Social Security number is not a work permit. It's not a residency card. Okay? It's a number, like a scheduler number that you get, that you hold until you get the green card. As soon as you get the green card, then you can go to work. Rui Willis, can I, as the beneficiary, fill out and submit the DS-160? Sure. And pay the visa fee? Sure. You can do that. Absolutely. If you want to pay it, if you want to pay the visa fee, fill it out. Go ahead and knock yourself out. Nope, it's no problem to do that. Blaze, I'm going to add her in all of my accounts. Good. And the bank, credit card, insurance, after she gets her Social Security number. That's a good plan. And then make sure that you have all this evidence put together that you did all that for the green card application when you apply for the adjustment of status. All that information, make a photo, she gets her Social Security card, blow up a big picture of it, and include it in the adjustment of status paperwork. Ivy Shiloh, Diego, there is a mistake in my I-129F. It says my fiance was divorced 2001 instead of 2002. The original divorce decree says 2002, and my interview is in 2 weeks. What can I do? So the I-129F says 2001, so there was a typo in the I-129F. The divorce decree says 2002. And don't worry, it's no problem. Just make sure that you have the original certified finalized divorce decree at the visa interview and tell the visa immigration officer there was a typo on the I-129F. My humble apologies, but this is the correct date of the divorce. Immigration will say, okay, no problem. Just so long as you are legally free and able to marry, they really don't care whether it was 2001 or 2002. All they care about is that you are legally free and able to get married, and that there's not going to be no problems when you get to the United States getting your marriage license. That's it. You're good. So what can you do? Like I just said, just explain it to the immigration officer if it comes up, which it probably won't. Ivy Shiloh, how many months does the green card take to come? Usually takes between 6 to 9 months. It depends on where you live. If you live in Nevada, you're going to file your green card adjustment of status with the folks in Phoenix, Arizona. If you live in Florida, you're going to file it with the folks in Chicago, West Coast, East Coast. Okay? It all depends on how busy they are. If they're busy, you'll take longer. If they're not busy, you'll get it quicker. But if you process your K1 your green card within 90 days within that 90-day window during the once your I-94 has, if you can process your green card within 90 days of getting in the United States, getting married, get it done, you'll get your green card quicker. Blaze, thank you, friend. More power to you. I got no power. I just got information, and I've given it to you for free. So you get through this process stress-free. And looks like I've already helped Ivy de-stress. Ivy, you're good. Don't worry about it. Okay? Susie Yodemes, thanks for the information. Yeah, it's no problem. And Ivy, don't worry. The immigration officer at the embassy interview is going to look at the divorce decree, and he's going to look, or she's going to look for a final divorce decree. That's it. They just care. They're just making sure that you're not trying to come to the United States and your sponsor isn't legally able to marry you. That's to protect you. Let's see. Nick, Diego, since January, cases being looked at. Do you know when should I expect to hear from USCIS? Yeah, they're looking at January 2023 cases now. They're moving along pretty quick. Also, my case is small. It only has an engagement photos and 3 months of call logs. That's okay. That's fine. You're good. As long as you, have other stuff included in there besides that, you know. Joshua Mupenzi. Hi, Diego. Is a K1 visa process speeding up? Yes. I'm seeing K1 visas, NOA 1 to NOA 2, getting processed within 9 to 10 months now. Okay? 9 to 10 months. Ivy Shiloh. Have you filed a K1 visa before, Diego? You should start a law firm. Okay, I'm not an immigration attorney. Okay? I don't have a law degree. I have a real estate license. I don't give you guys any legal advice. Zero legal advice. I don't work for USCIS. I don't work for the State Department. Okay, I don't work for the embassy. But yes, Ivy, I have filed a K1 visa before. This is my second time around. This is my second rodeo. Okay, I can write the book on K1 visas and spousal visas. I know the process like the back of my hand. That's why I can answer your questions. I got experience. I didn't go to law school. I went to the School of Hard Knocks. Okay, that's why I know so much about this. Miguel, when should I compile all the financial documents like the tax stuff, bank stuff, employment stuff? I would say a couple of months before the visa interview. Okay, once you get your NOA 2 letter, you got your NOA 2 letter, start getting all that stuff together. Ivy Shiloh, what about if your petitioner has not met your parents yet? Well, they're not marrying, the petitioner's not marrying your parents, they're marrying the sponsor. So immigration don't care. They don't care. No big deal. I haven't met Karina's mom and dad. She's in Venezuela. Her mom's in Venezuela. How am I supposed to go to Venezuela? I can't go to Venezuela. If I went to Venezuela, the Maduro communists would arrest me, and put me in jail and then ask a ransom. Maybe. I'm kidding. But I can't go to Venezuela. But Venezuela next year is having an election. Okay. And there's a young lady that's running for president. She won her primary. Her name is Maria Karina. I can't remember her last name, but she's got Karina's name. If she wins the presidential election, Venezuela is going to be a free country. Okay. And then I may be able to go to Venezuela with my beautiful Karina. But we got to get rid of this communist dictator because he's just not good for the country. Let me put it that way. I'm not bashing anybody, okay? But the president of Venezuela has destroyed their economy. He's destroyed their total everything. Just wiped them out. Okay, that's why 5 million people left Venezuela. I think it's 5 million people. I'm guessing close to it. They left Venezuela and they moved to Colombia, Argentina, Peru, Chile, Panama. They got out of Venezuela. Some of them even tried. A couple of 100,000 even relocated to the United States illegally. And they did that during the Trump administration. And President Trump signed an executive order and said, "Okay, guys, you can stay here. You can stay here. We're not going to deport you. You got away from communism. We understand you came in the country illegally, but we understand why you did that." Okay, same for Cuba. Trump protected the Venezuelans. This other guy in the White House, he's deporting them. He's putting them on planes and sending them back to Venezuela. President Biden's deporting them. President Trump protected them. That's the election consequences, right? Let me see. Let's not miss a question here. So I haven't met Karina's parents, but I still got my visa approved. We got an interview in 3 weeks. Ivy Shiloh's laughing. Rosalie Diego, is there a way to verify how many cases USCIS processes weekly? Yeah, there's a way to check it, but I don't trust the information. Will, thanks, Diego. Does my fiance, who is the petitioner, so your fiance is the petitioner, need to send me her original divorce certificate or just a copy? A certified copy, Will. Not your Will, listen up. Your petitioner needs to go to the courthouse or wherever, the government building, ask for a certified copy of the divorce decree. The clerk of the court will print it. Your petitioner will pay the $20 or whatever it is for the divorce decree. The clerk of the court will stamp it, sign it as a certified original copy, give it to your sponsor, who will then get that divorce decree to you, the beneficiary. That is what you need for the visa interview. Has to be stamped and certified. Not a copy of the stamped and certified, the original stamped and certified copy document. All right? The mosquito guy. Now, why are you called the mosquito guy? That's a curious name. Now, do you own a company that kills mosquitoes? Just a question. Mosquito guy. It seems that USCIS is getting caught up. Finally, yeah, they are. I see that they are working on January 2023. They are. Hopefully, those get it down to a 6-month window. They will, and give people due process. And they are. NOA 1 to NOA 2 is about 9 to 10 months now. Ivy Shiloh. Someone was telling me we need utility bills for the interview. How are you going to put your beneficiary on your utility bill? You're not married. You're in different countries. I bet you were in Facebook listening to all that fake news from Facebook, all those people that don't have a clue what they're doing, telling you stuff that's not right. That's why I don't go on Facebook. Just a guess. I'm guessing it could have been somewhere else, but you're saying that someone was telling you you need utility bills for the interview. You need utility bills for the green card interview if you even get to that point where you have to have an interview. So when you get to America, you get married, you file for your green card. If the immigration officer sends you a letter saying you're going to have a visa interview, you're going to have an interview for your green card, then that's when you need the utility bills with your name on it. But if you are applying for a K-1 visa and you're going to the embassy interview, your name, Mr. Beneficiary, Miss Beneficiary, does not have to be on utility bills, okay? Unless you snuck into the United States illegally and you lived together for 6 months. And then you would get your visa denied because you broke immigration law. Fresh Skater 24. Hey, Diego. Hope all is well. We have our interview tomorrow. High five, Fresh Skater 24. Now, you can do this. Don't forget, guys, remind everybody what country you guys are in. Thomas Farrell, trust me from experience at the embassy, get a certified copy of the divorce decree. That's correct. Certified copy. Got to have a certified copy. If you don't, you're going to go into an administrative hold. The mosquito guy. I am a retired mosquito expert. I am the mosquito guy. Okay, so what did you learn? Were you like a college professor? Did you like teach college kids about mosquitoes? I mean, they're little, kind of like they're about this big, and they got wings, and they bite, and they suck blood, right? It's interesting. Monica Enoch. Hi, everyone. Does anyone know how long Casablanca is taking to schedule an interview? My guess is 2 to 4 months. Our case has been in Casablanca since July already. July, August, September, October, November. So 4 months. We already paid our DS-160 fee and waiting for them to schedule. That's a long time, but you should be hearing from them right now very soon. But that's a long time, Monica. I would be getting my state senator involved or my congressman. Ivy Shiloh, I meant petitioner utility bills. Why? Well, you can use utility bills to prove residency in the United States. You know, you got to prove domicile in the United States of America. So you can use your utility bills. Your name is on the utility bill with the address. That proves your domicile in the United States. But the cheapest, easiest, most efficient way to prove domicile in the United States is to get a big blown up photocopy of your driver's license. The mosquito guy, 40-year career. I love mosquitoes. Well, that's interesting because you were probably a scientist who probably helped develop vaccines or something to help prevent malaria or whatever. So very important career path right there. Fresh Gator 24. Our interview is in Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, now Denise Jefferson, her fiance lives in Nigeria, so she would probably be very interested to know that. Monica Enoch, LOL, love the sarcasm, Diego, about the mosquitoes. Well, mosquitoes, I know that I wanted to go to there's the jungle of northwest Colombia. I wanted to go hike to the lost city in northwest Colombia, and they were telling me I got to get a yellow fever vaccination to go hike in the jungles up there. So I got my yellow fever vaccination in Colombia, and then I just never got around to going to the jungles of northwest Colombia. Never got around to doing it. But I'm vaccinated if I want to do it when I go back next week. The mosquito guy, 40-year career. Okay. Diego, mosquitoes are the most deadly animals on the planet. Woo! Well, it's good to know. Good information right there. I worked in mosquito management at the county level. Okay, now I know because every county has a mosquito management. And then at nighttime, you drive around in your van and you fumigate the different towns and the different barrios to keep the mosquito population under control. Am I correct? Let me see here. Monica Enoch. Maybe Mosquito Guy can give us some tips on getting rid of those things. Yeah, that's a good question. Beto Trejo. Hi, Diego from Chicago. I just waiting from Bogota for my instructions. Okay, very good. Wait for your packet 3 and packet 4. When you get the packet 3 and packet 4, then you can get to work in paying and doing the DS-160 and paying the visa fee. And I made a video on how to process how to schedule the visa interview in Bogota. BYE. Hi, Diego. How are you? Muy bien. I have a problem with my email account. I can't access for pay the visa, and I can't do my interview. Can you tell me what to do? Probably because they don't have an available slot right now. BYE. Remind me, which country? What country are you trying to do this visa interview in? I can't remember everybody's country, guys. I do the best I can, The mosquito guy, you are correct, sir. Yeah, here in Santa Rosa County, okay, we have the mosquito administrative. There's a building about 3 miles down the road, and they got all their mosquito trucks in the back in the parking lot. And at 2 o'clock in the morning, when everyone's asleep, or 10 o'clock at night, somewhere in there, they drive around and they fumigate the towns, especially the towns with lots of trees and low standing, like with lakes and where there's water. Let me see here. Don't want to miss anybody. Guatemala. BYE's in Guatemala. Okay, so they may be busy. Send them an email. Check in with them. Maintain communication. You got to maintain communication with the immigration. That keeps your NOA2 letter activated so you don't time out. And Ivy Shiloh, thanks for relief, Diego. I was worried about the mistake on the form, I-129F. It was, people make typos as long as it's not a major catastrophe. Now, if you make a mistake on the name, on the passport number, if you spell your beneficiary's name incorrectly, or your name, if your name doesn't match your passport, that's the problem. But divorce decrees, it's no big deal. They can just look at it and say, okay, you guys are divorced, you're good to go. Caleb Hotel. What document translation service do you use, Mr. Diego? I use www.spanishgroup.com. In fact, what's today? Wednesday? On Friday, Karina's going to renew her Venezuelan police certificate on Friday. She's going to reprint it. She has to get up at like 2 o'clock in the morning, make sure there's internet and power in Venezuela. If Venezuela has internet and power, then she can go online and generate her police certificate. Then I will get it. She will email. No, I'll be in Colombia, but no, I'll be here. She'll send it to me, and then I'll send it to the Spanish group, and we'll get it translated into English for the embassy interview, which is in 3 weeks. So www.spanishgroup.com. Let me see here. Yeah, Mon 2006. My NOA 2 was recently completed. High five. January 6, 23, October 23rd, 23. Very good. A couple of days ago. Thomas Farrell. Not sure if I agree with your political beliefs. That's okay. But really appreciate helping everyone out there that deserves a Mountain Dew. Thomas, thank you for the Mountain Dew money. No, this isn't a political channel. It's not a political channel. I just don't like communists, okay? Karina's from Venezuela. Her country was totally decimated by the communist government of Maduro and Chavez. She lost her money, all of her bank. She lost her job. She gave up her house. The Venezuelan currency was totally decimated. It's worthless. A million bolivar in Venezuelan money is worth a penny. So they use dollars. Okay. So my political beliefs are basically freedom. I want people to live free, and people of Venezuela cannot live free right now. But Trump did protect Venezuelans who were in the United States, and Biden is deporting them. Now, that's not my political beliefs. That's fact. That is documented fact. And you can fact check me. I hope you do. Look it up. I don't support any political party. Okay. I don't support Republicans. I don't support Democrats. I support being free, and I want the government to leave me the heck alone. Leave me alone so I can live free. That's it. Jeff Mantalk, man, thank you for that super chat. I tell you what, when I get to Colombia next week, Karina and I, we're going to have good dinners on you guys. We're going to eat well. And I couldn't find Mountain Dew anywhere in Bogota or in Colombia. I couldn't find a Mountain Dew anywhere. So, I'm going to have to suffer a couple of weeks without Mountain Dew, but I got a fridge here full. But now I got more super chat money for more Mountain Dew for when I get back to Colombia. Then I got to get Karina hooked on Mountain Dew. I know her son is going to love Mountain Dew. I know her son's going to like Mountain Dew. I know he will. But thanks for the super chats. And as for politics, guys, this is a politically neutral YouTube channel. I don't care what your politics are. I couldn't care less what your religion is. I don't care if you're a Republican, a Democrat. I don't care whatever you are in religious. I don't care. All I care about is how can you get your K1 visa. If I can help you get your K1 visa, boom, I'm happy for you. Okay. Now let's see here. Beto Trejo, Diego, when you have interview in Bogota, please suggest a hotel near the embassy in Bogota. Beto Trejo, if you look through all the videos that I made over what? I don't know how many videos, 700 videos. If you look through the videos, you will find a video I made probably about a year ago on hotels that are within walking distance of the U.S. Embassy in Bogota. Your homework, Beto, is to find that video and watch it. If you do your homework, and what is your homework? Look through the videos. I know it sucks. It's probably, but if you can look through the videos, look for the video I made on hotels near the embassy in Bogota. I made that video a year ago, and it's still there. Caleb, her too. Gracias, amigo. De nada. Jason Mabry, my fiance, is watching from Ghana. Beautiful Ghana. Says she can't message in the chat. Please welcome Gloria. Well, everybody, Jason and Gloria. Gloria, I'm waving to you here from Florida, and we can't wait for you to get from Ghana to the United States. What an adventure that's going to be for you. We're so happy for you guys. BYE, they said that maybe I have another account. Maybe my email is blocked. I don't know what to do. Well, you could make a new email account, which I had to do for Karina. I had the same issue. I made a new email account. I understand now. Go into Outlook Express, make a new email account, and start from the beginning. Make a new password. If your email is blocked, maybe you got to fix the password. Change the password. I bet that's what the problem is. It's either your password or just make a whole new email account and start from scratch. Thomas Farrell, no need to fact check, but hard to believe Trump had a soft spot for illegals. That's not what he normally did, but enjoying the caffeine. Now, Thomas, President Trump, this is his policy on immigration to the United States. Come here legally. Come here legally. Don't sneak in across the border. That's what Trump said. But if you snuck in from Venezuela or Cuba, and you can prove that you are being politically oppressed, and that your family is under threat by these governments, he signed an executive order that said you can stay in the United States. President Trump does not care for illegal immigration, and he will deport you if he finds you, unless you got a good reason. Escaping communism is a good reason. If you have a criminal record, you will be deported. Trump will not let you stay in the United States. So let's suppose Trump gets elected president in 2024. Next November, he gets elected president. Just pretend he's president. What do you think he's going to do? Well, if your beneficiary came here on a K1 visa, and you came legally, and you went through the police checks and the medical exam, you get to stay. You get to live in America and walk around freely. And look, you don't have to be looking over your shoulder wondering if you're going to get arrested by Homeland Security. If you came to this country illegally under President Trump, you better watch out, because he's going to find you and he's going to deport you. That's it. Let me see. By BYE, make a new email account. Okay. Thomas Farrell, can he serve as president from jail? Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Absolutely. He can be president from jail. Thomas Farrell, you must like Joe Biden. Okay. It's fine with me. No problem. It's all good. Thomas Farrell, our 221G package with a certified copy of the divorce decree is on its way to Manila. Okay. There you go. Should see the issued status on the SEAC site next week. Good job, Thomas. Good job. Glad we got that resolved, because those divorce decrees will get you every time. If they're not certified copies, okay, you're going to have problems with immigration. You're going to be put into an administrative hold. But BYE, thank you, Diego. God bless you for your help. No problem, BYE. I'm here for you guys, okay? I mean, I've been through the K1 visa process twice. I've been through the spousal visa once. I had been through the K2 visa process. Um, so it's not easy to do. I knew what I was getting into when I met Karina, my beautiful, beautiful prometida. Okay, she is my soulmate for eternity. When I met her at the airport in Colombia, in Bogota, I knew she was the one. And then my 2 week vacation turned out to be 5 weeks. I didn't want to be separated from her. Then I came back to the United States, and then I think I stayed here maybe like 4 or 5 days. I couldn't stand to be away from her, so I flew back to Colombia and stayed with her for 5 months. Then I kept all that information and I put it into the K1 visa package and said, "Hey, this is my second K1 visa. I wrote a letter to immigration. This is my second K1 visa. The first one didn't work out. Oh well, life goes on. Don't be a victim, be a victor. I met beautiful Karina. We're good. This one's good." Put it all together in writing, signed it, dated it. Boom, got my K1 visa approved for the second time. But I can't do a third one, and I don't want to do a third one. I will not be going through this visa process again because Karina is my companion para eternidad, for eternity. Okay, she's my eternal companion. We're getting married. That's it. It's done. I'm not going to be doing this again, but I'm going to keep the channel going for you guys and for people in the future that need my help. I would much rather be doing this YouTube channel, giving you my free time, okay, than sitting at watching Matlock on TV. This is much more beneficial, right? Thomas, have a great night, Diego. Come on, Thomas. Come on now. I know you voted for Biden, right? Come on. Admit it. Don't be telling stories. Let's see, Miguel, will you file a work permit for Karina? No. A work permit. What? We're going to file for a green card. When a green card gets here, then she's going to go to work. She's going to start a business. She's a capitalist entrepreneur. She's a capitalist. She's conservative. Okay? And when she gets her green card, then we're going to put the business together. But while we're waiting for the green card, I'm going to teach her how to drive. I'm going to teach her I'm going to show her where the stores are. Okay? I'm going to show her where the pharmacy is. I'm going to get her on my medical insurance. I'm going to take her to the aviation museum in Pensacola and show her son the aviation museum. I'm going to take her to New Orleans and check out New Orleans. We're going to just have a good time waiting for her green card. Walid Salah, hi Diego, how about your K1 visa so far? Walid, in 3 weeks, we got the visa interview at the embassy in Bogota, Colombia. Brian and Jacqueline, good evening, Diego and Karina. Brian and Jacqueline, nice to see you. And listen, everybody, Jacqueline just got her K1 visa approved at the embassy in Bogota. Just got it done a couple of days ago. So everybody wish Brian and Jacqueline, give them your best wishes. It was not an easy process, and they got it done. Caleb, her too. I'm translating a birth certificate for USCIS. Does it need to be notarized? No, doesn't need to be notarized. Now, just certified as a certified translation. The reason you don't need to notarize it is because you're going to bring the original document to the visa interview at the embassy. USCIS are going to want to see the original birth certificate and the translation certification at the visa interview. So do not notarize it. It's not necessary, and it's a waste of money if you do. Let's see. Brian Gonzalez. Hi, Diego. Are the stats found at the following link reliable? I don't trust anything coming out of the MVC. I don't trust anything coming out of USCIS. I just trust you guys. I watch real data. When somebody gets their NOA 1, their NOA 2, their visa interview, I make a video. I give you the timeline, the number of days, the number of months. That is real data. If you watch the videos, like I made one about Pakistan, great big minds, just got his K1 visa, put in his passport from Pakistan. I made a video. He asked me to make a video about his timeline. That is real data. Okay? Thomas, for the record, it's less about liking Biden as opposed to despising Trump. Why don't you like Trump, Thomas? Why don't you like him? What did he do to you? I mean, seriously. He had gas at $1.90 a gallon. I'm not defending Trump. I'm just saying, why don't you like him? Gas was $1.90 a gallon. Inflation was at 2%. Groceries were inexpensive. Interest rates were what? 0.9, 1%. Interest rates now are what? 7, 8%. Try and get a home loan right now. Try and get a car loan. It's almost impossible. Okay? Trump's a capitalist entrepreneur. Whether you like him or not is irrelevant. You got to look at what he did for the country. If you like Trump, fine. If you don't like Trump, okay, that's fine too. But what did he do for America? I like paying 50 cents for a can of beans, not $3. Trump had a can of beans at 50 cents. Biden's got them at $3. Whether I like Trump or not is irrelevant. I like more money in my pocket. You know, I don't take anything personally from anybody. If Trump says something I don't like, or if he tweets something on his tweet account and his X account, I don't care. Just so long as gas is $1.90 a gallon, I don't care what he says. You know, that's just me, though. Rui Willis, is a very intimate wedding with only a few family members a red flag? No, when changing status, no. You're good. Just proves that you had the very intimate wedding. Miguel, is a work permit not recommendable? No, you can get a work permit if you want to file for an EAD. Okay, if you want to vote for an EAD, an employment authorization document, go ahead. But a couple of months after that, or maybe earlier, you're going to get the green card. So what's the point? What's the point? Thomas Farrell, I'd vote for a Republican Chihuahua over Trump. See you at the next live stream. Now, Republican Chihuahuas are good, okay? You know, if you still haven't told me why you don't like Trump, what is it about him you don't like? You know, you can say it right here. You know what? We're not going to block you. No one's going to get censored. The only time I block somebody on here is if they attack you. So if somebody insults you, Thomas, or insults anybody on this channel, they get blocked. I'm a First Amendment guy. Okay, I believe in freedom of speech, and if you have a political opinion, you're welcome to post it. You're not going to get censored by me. All right, but just don't threaten anybody. Not you, Thomas, but if somebody's just pure nasty, a horrible, nasty person, I boot them off of here. Brian and Jacqueline, thank you very much, Diego. No problem, Brian and Jacqueline. Caleb, AC, Nick, I can't wait anymore for the decision now since they're looking at January. Nick, you're going to have to wait. Get over it. You got to have to wait. Thomas Farrell, we can discuss politics some other time. I'm not, that's fine. I mean, Thomas, whatever you believe, I'm good. Whatever you believe in, I'm good with it. Because whatever I believe in, I'm good with that. Here's what I believe in: low taxes, less government, less interference in my life, and gas at $1.90 a gallon. Because when you get gasoline at $1.90 a gallon, $2 a gallon, that stops the massive inflation. That drives down the price of goods and services. When the U.S. government, Republicans and Democrats, when they stop spending money, okay, we pay our taxes, and then they spend our money on all this on all this crap that's not required. The more money you spend, so what do? We borrow money from communist China to buy what? Windmills, solar panels. Come on, let's be sensible here, guys. If Republicans and Democrats are both equally destroying this country, but there's a few that are not, and those are the folks we got to pay attention to. Brian and Jacqueline, we had a cheap gas, cheap groceries, so much work that I never got a day off. World peace and a strong border. Under Trump, we had all those things. The border was impenetrable pretty much. The strong border, world peace. All these dictators around the world were scared to death of Trump. They wouldn't do anything to offend him because they might end up, no longer here, right? Trump didn't mess around. He did not mess around. He was strong. Nick, that's why I stay neutral when it comes to political decisions or discussion. I'm neutral. I don't care what your politics are. You guys, everybody's welcome. Everybody is welcome on this channel. I don't care what you believe in. Religion, politics, I don't care. All I care about is helping you with your K1 visa. Now, that's what I care about. Okay? Jason Mabry, my Chihuahua has a bigger brain than Biden. Biden needs to retire. Okay? He needs to retire and go with his wife and go sit on the beach chair in Delaware and retire and enjoy life. Brian and Jacqueline, Biden has a brain. I thought that it slipped out of his ear when he fell on his way up the stairs. But he does use the children's stairs for Air Force One, right? I think. Anyway. Nice point, Jason Mabry. Diego for president. Caleb, no, I don't want to be president. Miguel, Diego would make a great president. If I was president of the United States, okay, gas would be $1.90 a gallon. Food price, it would be 20 cents for a can of beans. Venezuela would be free. Cuba would be free. Those are strong statements, right? But if I was president, those two countries would be free. Jason Mabry, Republican, Democrat, two wings of the same bird. Jason Mabry, it's called the Uniparty. Thomas Farrell, you're watching the wrong news. World leaders laugh at him. What, they laugh at Trump? Apparently the Iranian gentleman laughed at Trump and then he ended up dead, right? I don't know. I don't know if world leaders laugh at Trump. Maybe they did. But you know what? They may have laughed at him, but they sure respected him. They respected him. They may have laughed at him, but, what's that guy, the Iranian gentleman? He was in a motorcade landing at the airport, and then all of a sudden he was obliterated. So that was under Trump. Biden would not have done that. Caleb, I just used them because of you. Okay. All right, guys. Well, I've been talking for almost an hour. Thomas, they didn't respect him. Okay, that's fine. I'm pretty sure President Trump didn't care whether they liked him or they respected him or if they laughed at him. But if they crossed him and they threatened America, they ended up dead. And that's a fact. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and log off, guys. Today's Wednesday, October 25th, 2023. I've been talking for an hour. I'll come back online again. What's today? Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday. I got to go do some grocery shopping, get my Mountain Dew, get some more. I got plenty, but I'm going to get some more for Karina's son, who will be here in a few weeks from beautiful Colombia. And I'm out of here. Thanks for the super chats, guys. Brian Gonzalez, thanks, Diego, no problem. Thomas, good chat, my friend. Denise Jefferson, Diego, you skipped all of my posts. Better than we leave the politics out of our discussions. Where are your posts, Denise? I don't see it. I'm looking for Denise Jefferson's posts. I'm paging all the way up, looking for Denise. Looking. I don't see them, Denise. There's nothing in here from you. I don't ever forget your post, Denise, but I don't see one post from you. If you go ahead and post it so I can answer your questions. I do not see your posts. I don't see your posts either, Denise. So I don't know. And there's no politics on here. This is the K1 Visa channel. This is the K1 Visa channel. But politics do affect K-1 visas, okay? Governments control K-1 visas. The State Department is controlled by the President of the United States. The President of the United States controls the State Department, and whatever his policies are affects embassy processing, K-1 visa processing. You know, so the president. So I don't care what your politics are. I don't care if you're Republican, Democrat. It doesn't. It's no problem to me. I don't care. I just want to help you with your K-1 visa. But politics does control the K-1 visa. So anyway, great discussion tonight. I heard some good things about the K-1 visa. As long as you learned something tonight, Denise, I'm going to log off. Okay, Nick's got a quick question. Is MVC processing cases faster? I don't see that. I'm not seeing the MVC processing visas any faster, because the MVC in a K-1 visa is at the mercy of the embassy. So if the embassy is busy, there's not much the MVC can do except put your case on the shelf and say, I'm sorry, we have to wait for the embassy to get on busy. All right. So the MVC are going faster? No. Is USCIS going faster? Yes. USCIS are getting faster and faster and faster, but they don't have to hold off on anybody. You know, they just send their stuff to the MVC in New Hampshire, and then New Hampshire they're stuck in a rut because they got to wait for the embassy to process it from there. So anyway, Brian and Jacqueline get the last word. Buenas noches, Diego and Karina. Jason, thanks for the soldiers in the Vietnam War for giving us the opportunity for the K-1. Jason, you're right. The K-1 visa was created because Vietnam vets in Vietnam back in the 70s wanted to marry their Vietnamese brides-to-be, and the government kept putting up all these roadblocks where they couldn't marry their prometidas. So all these Vietnam vets, combat veterans, they wrote letters to Congress day after day after day. They kept putting pressure, political pressure, on members of Congress, which is why politics does play an important part in the K-1 visa. The Vietnam vets put political pressure on members of Congress and said, look, I want to marry my Vietnamese girlfriend, and you're stopping me from doing it, and I don't like that, so I'm not going to vote for you in the next election. Guess what? The Congress created the K-1 visa and the K-2 visa for the Vietnam vets so they could marry their beautiful bride-to-be. Now that benefit is open to everybody, not just Vietnam veterans. And with that, I'm out of here. See you on Friday morning, 11:30.